Hello everyone, welcome to Gosport Railworks. My name is James and today we've got another monthly product showcase video. This time we've got two types of products. We've got the Southern Railway USA class, which is a very nice looking tank engine. Very nice there. And we got the SECR ex-Railmotors, coaches really. Yeah, these are some very unique looking coaches as well. Very happy with how they turned out because they are much more different than my usual stuff in my range. So I'll just go on about them at first, but actually we'll quickly go over how to put them together, which is you paint them, undercoat, paint them whichever livery you feel like. I'll be doing, I think they were in BR green for my period, so I'll be painting them green. So you paint them all sorts you feel like, add your buffers. You then also add the underframe here. You paint it black, put it there, glue it in. You then, actually, before that, you need to add the glazing, which I keep forgetting. You add the glazing, which I tend to use some acetate sheeting. And yeah, you just carefully glue that in. It's actually quite open, so it's quite easy for this one. So once you've done that, then you add your underframe, then you add your bogies, and these are some N-gauge Society bogies. You can use some old Mark 1 bogies as well from BR line, so it's actually upside down. That's why it's not turning. There we go. And yeah, as long as it can fit the bogie pivot there, it will work. And then you just secure it using a little crossbar, made out of plastic card there, and it'll be happy on its way. And yeah, just like that. But yeah, these are actually unique. That the underframe is actually partly on the body itself because of the unique look of the support here. So just to make it look actually correct, I actually had to put half of the underframe on the body, and then you just glue that in there, and it looks quite nice. Very happy with that. And I have missed a support. There we go. Yeah, sometimes I do miss the small supports, but they're quite easy to remove. Right, put the coaches over there. Right, here we have the USA class, which is fitted to a Fleischmann, I can't remember it, BR80 locomotive. They are actually harder to get, and it is the most appropriate chassis for them. I haven't tested it with anything else because it's the only chassis which I know which works with them. Yeah, that's pretty much it really. You don't really need to do too much with it. You just paint it black, add all your decals on, and you carefully remove all the bits which you don't want off the original chassis, and then you pop it on like that, and it's done. We'll obviously add some weight and add the coda in if you want to as well. So yeah, not too difficult with this one. However, I do have to mention that the chassis typically aren't the best because, well, in my opinion, they're not the best. Mostly just maybe this one, but yeah, they're getting a bit dated, and yeah, I'm not the most happy with it. But it is still the most appropriate one on the market, and hopefully there's still enough of them out there to, well, make your own USA class if you want to. Anyway, that's all of them there. And yeah, that's me finished yapping for now. And I'm going to tell you about a bit more about the prototypes and get them onto my turntable so you can have a closer look. And then I'll get them onto my layout, and then you can see them running around. Hopefully, this probably may not work because, yeah, like I said, my one's a bit old and dead. So yeah, that's probably not going to work. But these I'll at least get running behind something else. So yeah, that's it, and I'll see you in a bit. The Southern Railway inherited all 8 SECR steam rail motors in store with no plans for their future use. 2 of them had been kept in service until February 1920, running between Hastings and Rye, but some had seen almost 10 years of disuse by the grouping. In April 1924, they were inspected and it was decided to scrap the locomotive units and convert the carriage portions into 4 two-coach sets, 2 for the Seppi Light Railway and 2 for pull-push operation on the Isle of Wight. The Sheppey Light Railway pair became sets 513 and 514 and were unique in that each set was an articulated unit. The Isle of Wight pair were not articulated and became sets 481 and 482 in the Isle of Wight series. The island sets ran trials over both the freshwater and the northwest lines. However, problems must have been encountered, for the sets were soon relocated to Rye, where they were instead employed on the Railmotors branch. At this time, they were only slightly longer than the recently transferred LSWR stock, but were 6 inches wider, which may have led to their downfall, as in May 1927 they were returned to the main line for yet another period of storage. Both were sent to the Southeastern section in April 1930, first to the Gravesend West Branch and Gillingham, remaining there until 1934, occasionally being noted on the Swanley Junction to 7-exit services as well, until moving to Tonbridge for the Westerham branch, where they remained for almost the rest of their existence. Ironically, this is where at least one of the carriages started life as a railmotor, some 28 years earlier. Set 481 managed to return to Gillingham just prior to a draw in 1959. Set 482 lasted until a year later before a draw in March 1960. The United States Army Transportation Corps S-100 class is a 060 steam locomotive that was designed for shunting duties in Europe and North Africa during World War II. The Southern Railway bought 15 S-100s and designated them USA class, with Southern staff nicknaming them as Yank Tanks. By 1946, the Southern needed either to renew or replace the aging B4, D1 and E1 class tanks used in Southampton docks, but Eastleigh Works was not in a position to do so in a timely manner or at an economic price. The replacement locomotives would need to have a short wheelbase to negotiate the tight curves found in the dockyard, but be able to haul heavy goods trains as well as full-length passenger trains in the harbour area. 14 locomotives entered traffic between April and November 1947 as soon as they had been adapted, one also bought as a spare. For 15 years, the entire class was used for shunting and carriage and van heating in Southampton docks. They performed well and were popular with the crew, but the limited bunker capacity often required the provision of relief engines for some of the longer duties. The class was replaced from the shunting duties at Southampton from 1962 by British Rail Class 07 diesel-electric shunters, when the first member of the class was withdrawn, though the remainder were still in fairly good condition. The survivors were used for informal departmental duties, such as providing steam heating at Southampton or shunting at Eastleigh Motor Power Depot, before being withdrawn. 9 examples remained in service until March 1967, and 5 of these survived until the end of steam on the Southern region 4 months later, with 4 British examples of the USA class being preserved. Right, here we are, the USA class and my SECR Railmotor coaches now I'm allowed. And just to make sure that the coaches do get a nice run around, I have got my H class here just to pull them around as well. But they do look quite nice. I'm very happy with them. Also, I have found out that this chassis does run, it's just not particularly reliable. So let's have a quick look at how that runs. Yeah. Yeah, I think the pickups are not the best. So I think backwards and forwards is as much as I'm going to get out of it today. Yeah. Yeah. Not the best, but still, it does prove it's a proof of concept anyway. Anyway, let's get the Railmotor coaches running around. They are on some temporary bogies for the moment, and I'll put the underframes just there. So let's get it running around. Let me just change that to 4. That does look very nice, doesn't it? Go around here again. Yeah, it's very nice. I was a little bit concerned considering how close the coaches were going to be, but it does seem to be quite nicely separated apart. But we'll see how things are when we get the underframe on, but that'll have to be another day. Anyway, the important question now is the price. Well, these two will be sold as a pair because you need them, basically need them both anyway. So, and they are under the 60-foot price mark, so they'll be £30 for a pair of them. There we go, and that includes the underframes as well. You will have to get the bogies and wheels and buffers separately, though I am thinking about making my own buffers and bogies if my testing works out right. For the USA class, well, it's not a particularly big tank engine, so I think £12 will probably be alright for that. Though the chassis itself is the bit which is going to cost you a fair amount. So yeah, I don't expect too many being ordered, but if you do want to have a go, and if you do find a more suitable modern chassis for it, do let me know. £12 you'll be alright for it. It did take me a long while to sort out. That's only because it's actually a American engine, and I'm not familiar with designing American engines. Still find it funny that it's an American engine on a German chassis, which was bought and used in the UK. So yeah, always a funny one, that one. Anyway, that's going to be it for me. So do let me know what you think down below. If you liked the video, feel free to like, comment, subscribe. And if you didn't like the video, I hope you enjoyed it anyway. But yeah, that's going to be it for me. So let me just send the H-Class and the Railmotors all the way around the layout. So take care, and I'll see you all again next time. Wait for that to go off. There we go. Take care now. Bye bye.